In the kitchen now with Christine, the happy cookie lady. Great to see you.
You too.
So Christine, of course, is known for her amazing cutout cookies. You name a theme, and she's got the cookie for it. She does baby showers and weddings and birthday parties. And, of course, she brought along some of her baseball-themed cookies today. The mitt and the ball, super cute. How many cookie cutters are you up to now?
Over 600.
Wow, yeah. Wow. If you go to the PAC in Appleton for one of the shows, chances are that she probably made the cookies there at the concession stand, and she sells them at several area places as well. We'll tell you how to get a hold of her in just a minute. But right now, we thought we'd have some fun and do some glazed popcorn.
Yeah, if you like that stuff in the box.
Of course we do, right?
Yeah, that's what this tastes like.
But it's even better because you made it, yourself.
You made it yourself.
Yeah.
You can control what's in it.
Right.
A lot of different things to add.
Very
We're going
fun.
to do the sauce first.
Okay.
If you want to put the 2 sticks of butter in there.
Okay.
And then we have a 1 1/4 cups of sugar. And a 1/2 cup of the corn syrup.
Okay. So 2 sticks of butter, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, and a 1/2 cup of the light corn syrup. And we want to bring this to a boil.
You boil it, and you're going to boil it for about 5 minutes.
And this gets really hot, so although I always say, get those kiddos in the kitchen, if they're helping make this, make sure to be around them when this is on the stove, because whenever you're melting sugar and
that gets hot.
Corn syrup, it gets incredibly hot. So now, as far as the popcorn goes, let's talk a little bit about that. I said, is that microwave popcorn? And you said, no, you didn't use that.
I just air popped it. I didn't want that extra oil, and I didn't want the flavors that are in a lot of the microwave popcorns. I really don't care for microwave popcorn that much anymore. Once you start making your own, you kind of get away from that. So it's like 12 cups of air pop popcorn.
12 cups, okay.
And I can't tell you how many tablespoons full raw because every brand pops.
Well, if you make a little extra, I'm sure it'll get eaten. That's probably not a problem.
That's never a problem.
Yeah, and then if you do use the microwave popcorn, though, they do have plain now. They have
no flavoring.
Yeah, they have no flavoring.
Is there salt in it though?
I don't believe so. I mean, they've really, they've
changed it up.
Right. There's tons of different flavors, and I've bought just the plain straight up popcorn.
Did not know that.
Yeah. So, but you don't want to get the kind that's like the movie butter kind or anything like that. That's not going to work for you. Okay.
And you want to make sure that you pick out anything that isn't popped because you don't want to break anybody's teeth.
Okay. Oh, I love those. Those are what are they? The old maids? Is that what they're called?
I think so.
Or those are my favorite.
I call them the teeth busters when it's in something like this.
Very true. So. Very true. But they're delicious. So, is this going to kind of change color on us a little bit?
No, it's going to get all. It's going to boil up really good. Yeah, you're going to turn it up a little bit. And then I took a cup of pecans and a cup of the slivered almonds.
Okay.
And I tested them, and they needed to be toasted. And usually I'll do that on foil on a tray, about 300 degrees in the oven, and I'll test it every one. Got to put extra on there for testing.
Sure, sure.
And because you want them nice and crispy.
Right.
So, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add those to the popcorn.
And you can use probably whatever nuts you want.
Well, I was thinking it'd be kind of fun. You could do some of those, and you could, like pecans, and I was thinking you could add the dried cranberries to it.
Yeah.
Or you could do macadamia nuts and maybe put some
white chocolate chips in there.
White chocolate chips, or even some coconut.
Oh yeah.
That would be a good combo. So as I was making this, I was thinking, boy, I'd kind of like to experiment with some other flavors of this.
Well, when you do, let us know how it goes.
Yeah,
but exactly, this is more of just kind of a method, and maybe you can have fun with it. So we still want this to come to a boil. So this is going to take about 5 minutes. What are we going to throw in here when this does happen?
When it does boil, what we have is some vanilla. After you take it off the heat, vanilla, baking soda, the stuff in the box, and cream of tartar. Okay. So that's going to kind of help it just get a little bubbled up a little bit.
Sure, and we're almost there. I can tell we're getting really, really close. Now, as far as when you make this, do you need to, make it like ahead of time and let it kind of
It has to sit for about an hour to dry, but this is a no-bake. Usually the caramel corn you have to stick in the oven and keep the oven on and stir it and all that. Once it's mixed up, we're going to grease a couple of pans and pour it in there, and then just let it sit.
I love it. So, all right, I'll go ahead and have you kind of grease those pans. This is starting to bubble. So you want to do this off the heat, you say?
Yeah. Like I said, if we were doing it regular, we would do that for about 5 minutes.
Okay, so off the heat, I'm going to put, this is baking soda?
Baking soda, cream of tartar, and vanilla.
Okay. And starting to bubble up.
Oh yeah,
there we go. Smells really good.
Just don't get the hot stuff on your hand there.
Okay.
You'll burn. I learned that.
This is fun to make, though.
Yeah, and this is a recipe that you really don't want to substitute margarine for.
Okay. Do the real deal.
Yeah, because you don't have that many ingredients in the thing, so you really want to.
So the sauce is kind of like a vanilla sauce, really, it looks like.
It does get thicker when you boil it. I must really trust you that I'm letting you pour it.
So there we go.
Okay, and we're just going to stir it up really good. Throw it in your biggest bowl. Toss it really well so that you get as much of it covered as you can. I suggest putting the nuts on top of the popcorn just because otherwise you got the stuff at the bottom that isn't getting coated, and the nuts seem to like to stay there.
It smells so good.
I know when I tested this batch, because I wasn't sure how a no-bake popcorn would go. As you can see, it makes a really big batch, and with only 2 of us at home,
Sounds like a fun night.
Well, I took a treat over to 2 of my neighbors' houses.
Okay.
Just because it was.
You didn't want it in the house, huh?
Well, we had
batch.
some. That's just that we were attacking it. And, had to test it at all the different dryness levels. And
oh, that's so funny. I love it.
So
bad. If you want to get a hold of you, Christine, and have you do some, bake your cookies for a certain occasion, what's the best way for people to find you?
The easiest way is Facebook. You can find me at Happy is the first name, and then Cookie Lady is the last name.
Okay, with a space in between?
Well, it's the first name and then the last name. So it's Happy, and then Cookie Lady is all one word.
Okay. So we're going to spread this out, let this cool for about an hour, then put it in a bowl, or you can pick up these cute little popcorn containers at some of the party stores, and perfect for your next party.
It's a fun treat.
It really is a fun treat. Christine's going to stick around. Speaking of fun, we're going to show you how to make a no-bake Oreo cookie cake in the shape of a baseball. It's so cute. Perfect for summer. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.